Hey guys, it's Kovu. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a while. I said I was going to start posting in February, and here it is nearly the end of February and I haven't posted anything still. Apologies. It has been a weird start to the year for me. I really expected it to be normal, but of course it wasn't. It was weird as fuck. So here I am recording videos again finally. I have about 12 that are like half edited. And I need to get on finishing them, so I'm going to try today to get like the rest of the clips needed for them finished, and then obviously start with this. But I'm going to try and get a couple different ones finished. But yeah, apologies about this. I don't know when you're going to see this video as well, that's the other thing. So I could have already posted other ones before this one, which will make this make no sense. So I don't know, but you know, you guys are used to it. If you're here on this channel, we just post whenever the fuck. I don't really have a set schedule. Me being me, working full-time is really hard for me. I know it's hard for everybody. I know everybody doesn't want to work full-time, but I really struggle with all the other shit that I have on top of it. And it just completely wipes me the fuck out. So I am trying, I promise. I've made 2 new TikTok accounts for my VTubing and my off kind of cosplay stuff. I've not really been posting anything on my main channel, so if you want to like keep up and stuff, head over to, I think it's Kovu and MssyKix with 2 X's. They have some content on there. I'm live on Twitch every week. If you do want to come just drop in and say hi, see how things are going, and remind me to fucking post. I'm gonna try and schedule some Twitter posts and stuff as well today, just to make sure that things start going out. I'll probably schedule them for the start of March. I don't really know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, but yeah, that's how things have been. So today we are going to do the February checkup videos. I know it is not, like, it's not the 28th of February yet, but it is near enough the end of February now. It's like the 23rd, yeah, where I am happy to do my check-ins. So this video, this one right now, is going to be the finance video. I'm also going to film the health one, the fitness one, and the... Ah, fuck, what was my other fucking category? I can't even remember my other category. Whatever the other one was, I'll film that one as well today and get those kind of done for February so that they can go up in March, and then hopefully March I'll get March's done and then they can go up in April and blah, 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 blah. In April I'll do the quarterly check-in like we said, and yeah, it should be fine from there. I have missed January's off. Again, I don't really know what the fuck happened. I don't really remember most of January, to be honest. I don't really remember most of this year already, so honestly, who knows. But here we are, doing the thing. Let's get into it. Okay, so finance-wise, I told you guys that I wanted to get better with my finances this year, and so far we have made slight improvements. Don't get me wrong, there have also been not great improvements. One of these, for example, is I spent £200 on my credit card for a ticket to a convention in September. The only reason I spent that much money on the ticket is because last year we went for, I think we went like last minute. It was, we went on the train and it was like maybe 2 weeks, a month before we found out, and then we didn't know we had to get an extra ticket to go see a certain concert with one of our friends in it, and then we didn't know how to get in, and then we didn't get all the stuff that we needed with our ticket because they sold out on the Friday, and we went there on the Friday, we only went the Saturday and the Sunday, and it was a bit of a mess. So this year we were making sure that we could get the tickets because it's the only really time of the year that we get to see all of our friends, like our international friends. Like, we don't get to see them because there's like no conventions worth coming over to the UK for. So this was kind of the only convention that we really wanted to go to, and it's one of the 3 that I said I am going to do this year. I said I would do Vexpo, which is what this ticket was for, RakuCon, and potentially MegaCon Manchester, and that's it this year. I'm really trying to restrict which conventions I go to so I can save money in those places, because obviously you got to get hotels and things. Like for MegaCon Manchester, finance-wise, I've decided to just get the train for one day, and I know the train is a pain in the ass. I probably won't do a big cosplay or anything, but I might do like an inspired outfit. I might get changed when we get there, but I can get the train and save money on the hotel there and do it in one day. Do you know what I mean? Whereas with Expo and RakuCon, I need to be there the whole weekend. So I have booked hotels for both of those, and I have booked the tickets for both of those. Vexpo is the more expensive of the 2 because it is a 3-day convention versus a 2-day convention. It is much further away from me, so travel costs a lot more. Like a round-trip train costs like £160, I think it is for us. The hotel costs a lot more. It's like 300 and something each for us for the whole weekend, and the ticket obviously cost a lot more this time, because we just wanted to keep a safe bet this year, so we went with the top ticket that you can get, which is the £200 one, because we didn't want to risk anything this year. But yeah, so I did spend £200 on my credit card for that ticket. I am paying it off though, so I've got £100. I had to set it up on the credit card I've got is with PayPal Credit. It's a bit complicated how to use it. Like, you can't just make a manual payment. Like, I've tried so many times to just make a freaking payment and it won't take my payment. So you have to set it up on the direct debit. So I've set up the direct debit to take £100 next month and £100 in April, and then that will be completely paid off. In terms of positive steps, I've paid off my Klarna completely. I did buy something else on Klarna, but I returned it because it was a stupid decision and I don't need it right now. So I returned that and got the money back from that. I just have I can show you guys actually, my poll. That currently is on Klarna. It is on for £24 a month. Obviously, if I can afford more than £24 that month, then I will just add, I might put aside 50 each month, so I can do it 2 at a time to speed up the payoff process. I'm already months ahead on it anyway. The next payment is supposed to come out in May, so I'm quite far ahead on my payments for that anyway. So that should be paid off before like the set date, if you know what I mean. But that is all I have currently on finance, is my poll. And then, yeah, I mean, I haven't taken anything else out. So everything so far looks like it will be paid off by at least June. Because I think I can pay my poll off by June, to be honest with you, because I'm that far ahead on the payments. So it's looking pretty good. Okay, so in terms of serious debts, now that in my opinion is things like debts to HMRC, debts to like a mortgage, debts to cars, things like that, like proper big debts. I only have one. I currently rent the property that I'm in and I don't have a car or drive. So the only big debt that I have is to HMRC. Now, I have spoken about this quite openly because I'm not ashamed of it. At the end of the day, it was a mistake that I made. The government took 4 years to tell me that I had made a mistake and then decided to penalize me for it. I went through all of it with HMRC. I've been through the whole thing. I have an accountant now and all that to make sure this never happens again, all that kind of stuff. But like, short story short, I was in a lot of tax debt from HMRC because as an 18-year-old, I fucked up my taxes. It was COVID. I had no idea when to do taxes, how to do taxes, or like, you know, I didn't know after a certain amount of income you do taxes, because at that point I had only had part-time employed jobs and I didn't know how to read my own pay slip. So I didn't realize that taxes were being taken out of that automatically. So when I started my own business and got my own income, I did not realize about taxes. The fact that it took them 4 years to tell me that I had done it wrong was shocking to me, that they had put 4 years worth of penalties on it. So yeah, we fought a lot. I say we fought. I just sat there and was like, I'm so sorry, please let me pay you back. It took me a while to set up a payment plan with them because they wouldn't let me set up a payment plan because they have to do an income and expenditure thing, where they like put your income and your expenses next to each other to see how much like expendable allowance you have after like food, bills, all that kind of stuff, to see what you can actually afford to pay back. So for a while they wouldn't actually set me up a payment plan because I did not earn enough money to pay them back. So I just made manual voluntary payments to show that I want to pay this back. So I was paying about £100 back at a time. Now I do have a payment plan. I've had this payment plan, it'll be a year in April that I've had this payment plan for. So I currently pay £480 a month to HMRC to pay this tax debt back. And we hit a really big milestone this month because I am finally underneath £20,000 of debt. So I am finally in the teens. I believe it's like 19,580, I think now, that I owe back. That is with the original debt and the penalties that they added on included. That is my total allowance. I overpaid my taxes last year by £1,000, so that went straight back to them, and that really helped to get us down underneath that 20 mark. I am extremely happy that we are under there. It is still scheduled to take me until I am 30 to pay that off. Unfortunately for me, I cannot increase the amount that I'm paying back because I would be homeless basically. I wouldn't be able to afford my bills and my rent. As it is in the moment, I don't have a lot of expendable income after. I have about 110 with the money that I get from my brother because he's paying me back for debt years. So it's, yeah, I can't really pay too much more back, otherwise I wouldn't be able to help afford food, I wouldn't be able to help look after the dogs, I wouldn't be able to do most things. So yeah, it's a bit of a struggle, but I'm really happy to say that that debt is decreasing, and I'm hoping that by December I can put a load of extra income, hopefully from Twitch. Apparently my TikTok makes money, I didn't know that, so hopefully from those two extra sources of income I can get that debt down to hopefully 15 by December. That would be really fucking nice. If I can get 5,000 off it each year now, that would be like 4 years, which would make me 28 when it's paid off, which would be great, because after that, having that £480 extra income, I could learn to drive, I could get a car, you know, I could put it towards mortgage savings, I could do so much, like £480 is so much fucking money. It is so much money, and I can't wait to have that debt completely paid off. So yeah, but it's a step in the right direction so far. Okay, in terms of savings, I have opened a cash ISA. I have a lifetime ISA and a cash ISA. My lifetime ISA currently has nil in it because I used everything that I had saved in it, which was 1,400 and something. I'd used that to put the rent and deposit down on this place. So my lifetime ISA currently has nothing in it, because you can only do direct transfers of £100 into it, and I don't have £100 to transfer into it. And then because I had overpaid my taxes last year, I put £572 of that into a cash ISA. I decided to put into cash ISA over my lifetime ISA because right now getting a mortgage is not my priority. It is saving whatever I can in case of an emergency event where I would need to take it out. If I put it in the lifetime ISA, then I would have had penalties on it, because they take off the 25% that they also add in. So it just makes it useless to have it in something like that, whereas the cash ISA, at least then it is growing with the interest on it. But yeah, so I just opened a new one. So when I do have £100 to deposit in the lifetime ISA, I will, but for now I've just been adding deposits to there. So currently I have 572 in the cash ISA, which is really good. I have my change jar that is like 2/3 full. It's just whenever I have extra change on me, for any reason, I just put it straight into there. I do not spend any change, I save it. And then I have my pot of dreams. If you don't know what a pot of dreams is, I don't know if other people apart from English people have pot of dreams, but it's basically a brand of like little jar containers that don't have like a plug on the bottom, so you have to smash them to open them. I have one of those. I think it was a wedding gift. It looks like it was the wedding gift one. I usually have like the dinosaur one. I'll insert a picture here of the dino one, but I have a wedding themed one this time, and yeah, I just put whatever cash. So if I get cash for like my birthday, or if I go see my nanny and granddad and they give me some pocket money, it just goes in there. I don't use it basically. So yeah, that'll be nice at the end of the year, hopefully, to kind of see what I have in there, and if I need to put any more towards tax, or if I need to put any in my ISAs or whatever, you know, Christmas presents for people, it hopefully will build up in there. So that is how savings is going. I think it's going relatively okay. Finally, in terms of food and things, I have done pretty shit. I currently have £17.08 in my bank account for the rest of this month. I did buy us a hot chocolate and donuts this morning from the coffee shop. I do also buy myself Greg's and Costa every single Wednesday when I'm working away from work, like in the faraway location, as a treat. And we have had takeaway a couple of times, which is not great, and it is my biggest weakness when it comes to money. Basically, food is my biggest spend, and it's also part of the reason I fucking hate myself. I have a very, very unstable and very unhealthy relationship with food, and I just, yeah, it's not good. and I've done pretty bad with that this month on finances. So next month I need to be more wary of that. The issue as well with next month is I have not only my dad's birthday but my brother's birthday, and I'm also doing Galentine's at the end of next month. So I'm going to try and set aside a set budget for each of those meals, and then the rest of it I just need to not. Again, it's going to be hard for me, like, because I'm in such a routine of getting my treat, because I work away at the away location once a week, every Wednesday. So every Wednesday I'm now used to getting the exact same meal every single Wednesday. So it's going to be really hard for me to break that habit. I'm going to try, even if it's just buying less. So for example, I get Greg's chicken, like barbecue chicken bites and their tomato soup pot. Even if I just buy the chicken bites and I bring like a soup from home, that's still spending less. So that would be a good step in the right direction. And maybe instead of getting an M&S muffin, I could bring something from home. Like I could get like a multi-pack of Freddos for like £3, and then like space those out over the weeks of the month or something. Just trying to find a way to do it cheaper, if that makes sense, and try and like wean it down to where I'm bringing everything my own. I think that would work better for me rather than just cutting it off cold. I know that works well for some people, but with the relationship I have with routine and food, I think that I would need to cut it down slower than that, and I still think that that is a positive change. We are at the start of the year, so fingers crossed by the end of the year, you know, it'll have changed. But yeah, I think that's a good plan for now. Okay, so that's going to do it for finances in this video. If there is anything that I've missed, I will try and add it in like a little card at the end of this video. I will try and think of like a script formatted way to do the rest of these, so that I can follow the same thing every time. I'll try and come up with like some like Canva documents so that I can like put it in writing for you guys and like pop it up on the screen whilst we're talking about things. I'll insert what I can this time, but I'll try and come up with like a better formatted way to do it in the future. But yeah, I think that we have made some positive change. I have fucked up quite a few times this month. I fully expected that, but I need to try a little bit harder in the next few coming months to change those habits. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little finance check-in, and I hope it made you guys feel maybe a little bit better about your situations. I'm completely fine and open and honest about my debts, my spending habits, pretty much everything, because I know how it feels when you think that you are so far behind, you are completely alone, and all this kind of thing. We have all been on completely different paths. We've all been on different journeys, and I know that I regret a lot of the stuff I did when I was younger, but I can't change that. What I can do is I can learn, and I can change now to make my future better. And I gotta remember that 24 is not that old. It's really not. So yeah. Anyway, this has been a fun video to film. I will see you guys in the next video. Kovu out. Bye.